Okay, where are we and what are we doing? Well, 'tis Dayz hardcore server, and if you didn't catch my subscriber video, I've not played for a month. So the wife's working in the conservatory and she's just dropping things. Don't know if you even heard that. But anyway, yes, we are on a hardcore server. So let's have a look at my kit levels. Pom 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 pom. Oh, still got this funny blue light coming from underneath, which we had before. I don't know if that's going to go away anytime soon. View contents. Yeah, it's going to be a while before I need any ammunition. Nah, I'm not going to need any ammo for a while. Oh, I've got a light, look. Oh yeah, carrying that because it's pretty. Collect all the things. Right, this character has been alive for a very, very, very long time. This is why I've got things like the M4. Boom, 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 boom. You know, fully decked. Well, okay, M4s are incredibly rare now. Apparently you can only find them on... where can you find them? Helicopter crashes. Well, I just picked this one up a month ago or so. So, yeah. I has all the things. Lots and lots of bullets and a pretty gun. What's on that one? Oh yeah, nice. Still rotates wrong, but hey. But, yeah. What are we going to do? Not many people on the server. This wasn't chosen. It was chosen because it's hardcore and it's low ping. One of the things I have noticed, having moved from Portsmouth to Cornwall, is my pings jumped up. I would have been pinging... I've gained 10, 15. Whatever's on my ping. Hang on, what's that down there? Get rid of that. Funny blue thing. Energized, hydrated, healthy. A couple of things I've got to try and figure out. One of which is this hunting thing. I don't know anything about hunting. And strangely, I've not seen any livestock, which I think is, you know, they're supposed to be livestock, and I've not seen any. Do need a knife. If I'm going to start skinning things, I need a knife. And because knives weren't terribly important, I'm not carrying one. So I do need to find a knife. Hang on. Wife's tapping on windows. Back in a sec. Okay, I'm back. Wife wasn't tapping on window deliberately to attract my attention, at least. So, anyway, a knife. We do need a knife so we can skin animals. I've got to experiment with fire as well. Making... Because I think I've got... Hold on. Da-da-da-dee. View content. No, that's not what I wanted to do. I wanted to view contents. No, hang on. Oh, I've got a light. I don't have a cooker. Right, that's okay. Wait. So there's a few things I do need. If I'm going to experiment with making fires and hunting and the like. Still no blooming livestock. And I say I need a knife. So this is general looting. I don't need to do military looting, as you can tell by my my character's kit level. I definitely don't need any military loot. But I could do with some generalised loot. What have we got in here? Very often you can't see anything in these. What's that? Oh, it's a blood test kit. Play solo, so there's little or no point in blood test kits. And anyway, I use them and I can promptly forget what the results were. Every blooming time. Now I'm going to say it, because I always do say it eventually at some point. I can't see any zombies yet. Which is normally a sign for a zombie to come along and bite my face off. But no. We can check the seats, because occasionally you get things on the seats. Not much stuff. What's there? Oh! Glasses and frames. That sounds cool. Ooh, they're not very... They're pretty ugly. Aren't they? Are they ugly? Them's ugly. Let's go back to the rocket aviators. I thought they were reading glasses. Let's nip along to the industrial. Might be able to find something there. Always used to be a couple of zombies here. And where's the fence? Not there. These are the substations that take the power lines off in various different directions. That's the power line that goes off to Berezino. You can just see, hang on, I could see earlier the tower. And this is the power line that goes to Electro, and this is the power line that goes to Cherno. Bum, bugger all. Let's go along to the industrial, see if we can see anything. For a zombie horror survival game, there's a distinct lack of zombies. And the only horror so far is a brilliant sun in my eyes. I'm so glad they fixed this building. In the mod, the levels in here were all wrong. A sickle. Oi. Open. Thank you. Oi, open. Now, while I wasn't playing last week, sorry, last month, watching lots of things on video, you know, YouTube, and reading forums, and a lot of time spent on Reddit. And the general description of what I was watching was, and they really weren't very favourable to this, and the whole idea of early access and such like. I think early access has been somewhat overdone of late, but Dayz came under quite a lot of criticism, and I guess some of it's not entirely without merit. Hang on. No. 31 rounds. 11. Well, let's pick them up anyway. I've lost my hydrated status, so I better go have something to drink. Do I have anything to drink? I do. So yes, they were saying that Dayz was credible. Now they were talking from their experience when it was very first released, and the bugs they were talking about, on the whole, have gone. But to a certain extent, they've got a point, because, as I was saying, zombie horror survival game. Yay, we've been playing for 15-20 minutes and we've not seen a zombie, and to be brutally honest, it's not terribly horrific. The only thing that's horrific is my frame rate. basically. Looks pretty. Runs well enough. But the reason it looks pretty is because it's based on Armour 2, and Armour 2 looks pretty, so there's not that. We can't slap them on the back for that. What can we slap them on the back for? You know. Pair of gloves. I've got one of those. So, you know, we've got this really pretty looking game, or this really pretty looking game world, and the realization that it's really pretty because it was from another game. I don't know. As they say, alpha is alpha. There's a lot of work to be done left on the game. Why am I going to the military? I don't want the military. But I just don't... Still looking for zombies. Nope. Maybe I should have another look at the mod again. But the problem I always found with the mod, it was very difficult in the latter, you know, towards the end of the time with the mod, to actually find the vanilla mod. Daisy, because there were so many mods of the mod, so many variants, sometimes it was difficult to actually find a vanilla DayZ server. One where you could play the mod without so many extras, you know, without it being epoch, without it being this or that or something else. Well, no one's been here. Let's go along to the building up here. But, oh God, there's no zombies even. Oh, there's a zombie! Yay! We finally have a zombie, and my breathing's so crap. Hey. Trying to get... Oh! Did I just piss you off with those 2 bullets to the body? Gordon Bennett. You know, it's little things like my silenced M4 isn't silence. ICP, none of this is a knife. But I suppose I'd better pick up some food while I'm here. Ooh, and some drink. Don't even know if I've got matches. Have I got matches? Contents, no. Do you know, I don't think I've got matches. Oh dear. This is all going to be rather disappointing. It's one of the things when you're looking for a particular item, you're never going to find it. This server does like to pop up lots of messages. Well, I think I'll leave you while I carry on hunting. Back in a sec. Okay, we're up in the upstairs of the music room. I've just done a little bit of character maintenance because I wanted to pick up the machete. How much space does it... Yes, I thought I had to move a few things around because I was a little curious about how much space the machete takes up. I think I would prefer one of the smaller knives, but at least now, if we kill an animal, which I've yet to find, we can gut it. Now, what's the state of that can opener? Ooh, it's pristine. What's the state of mine? Warm. So we shall swaps. Doesn't mean a damn thing, but it makes me feel happy. Now, making fire... Inquire into the nature of the causes of wealth of nations. Actually, might be quite an interesting book, but anyway. I do not have time to read. So we have a knife, but it's not... Oh, let's go and sort my water situation out. Remember, I drank that container. And we fill the bottle up. Yay, it is full. It is back to the hands because I don't want to be snuck up upon. Well, I will get snuck up upon because I'm generally rubbish at these things. What have I got on my head? A bloody motorcycle helmet. It's a little, you see, those are glasses with frames, and they're not sunglasses. But I put them on and they become sunglasses. Isn't that weird? That's a better hat. Do you think that's a better hat? Make me look less military. Says the guy in camo. Okay. If we had something less military that didn't involve, or, you know, if we had a multi-pocket top that wasn't military, that would be cool. If we've got lots of bits and bobs and things, nothing in there. An ordinary knife would be nice. This machete is rather large, occupying very large chunks of my inventory. Didn't look in that building, did we? Mind you, we've got a knife, so what do I need now? I need matches, don't I? Gosh, where do you find matches? Baseball bat? I've got a hatchet so I can chop wood down, which is cool. So I can harvest wood. I know how to harvest sticks and things. But I do need matches. Oh, someone different on the server now. So where am I going to find matches? Do I really have to search every single bloomin' house for a box of matches? God, that's tedious. Maybe a pub. Pubs are normally good for that type of thing. Ooh, hello. You're pretty. Didn't know you spawned in these. What are you? Pitchfork. So let's go up to a pub. Oh, hospital? Nah, sod the hospital. Pubs always used to be good for things. Well, beer, one hopes. Sonari. Fantastic map, that is. Ooh! A zombie. Hello? You gonna come upstairs? You gonna... No, you're gonna get level reduced. Yep. Oh, there's another one. I'll put this onto single shot. Now you're gonna get... 36 rounds left. So we've actually had some zombies, look. Not terribly scary, though. Prices in this pub are probably scarier. Actually, though, what's really scary is my bloomin' frame rate. Are you a box of matches? Yay, box of matches! What was after? So we've got ourselves a box of matches. That's cool. So we can slice things up. We've got a box of matches. So what else do I need for this cooking malarkey? So I should be able to make a fire now, which to everybody else is like really dull and boring. Actually, there's some crafting that can be done with that I want to experiment with. But I've just not got round to doing it yet. You know, as of yet, there's no sort of like temperature regulation where you're going to need to try and warm yourself up or anything. So I don't know, just not bother making a fire yet. I need sticks, which I can find in the woods. Old habits die hard. I'm going to nip along to the police station. We've had a couple of zombies, haven't we? I hear another one. Blonde's Barbie. Or Barbie. No, it wasn't Barbie, was it? It was just a blonde. Blonde office worker. Zombie. It's the pink one that's the Barbie. Police station. Whilst we're here, we might as well. It would be rude not to. Did I hear a zombie? Part of the thing is I have my sounds very low in the game, so I don't disturb you lot. Whilst I record. What are you? Oh, that's that hunting rifle. 2 shots. Nice weapon. Bit pants for zombie killing. Probably ideal for hunting, which of course is what it is. It's a hunting rifle. A pen. Pair of trousers. I still think it would be fun if that was lockable, but knowing my luck, I would be the Muppet that got locked in it. Apparently zombies, I don't know if there was someone saying that it was in here, in this one, or if it was in stable, or whether it's an experimental, the zombies now climb stairs. It'd be pretty cool if they did. Probably pretty terrifying if you're, you know, Bambi on the beach, and that's one of those silly little pew 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 pistols. Oh, there's another map. How am I doing for maps? View contents. Map of North Chernobyl. What are you? East Chernobyl. I'll take you anyway. Come on. We want things. I don't know what things I want till I find them. Oh yes, there's railings up here. takes away half the fun. Yes. I was saying about the zombie horror survival game. In its current state. Now we've got to recognise that this is alpha. It is not finished. But in its current state, is it a zombie horror survival game? Well, how many zombies? 1, 2, 3. We've seen like maybe less than 10 zombies. And the only thing horrific is my frame rate right now. Some people refer to it as a running simulator. I always think of the game as like a treasure hunt. I'm going to be looking for things. And then there's the crafting side, which I want to explore, but haven't actually really needed very much. Because of things like that. But then again, I had to sort of find all the parts. I had to find all the parts for that gun. I had to put it, it didn't take much in the case of putting it together, but, the understanding that if I wanted the torch, the flashlight, I needed that. So that's a bit of crafting, I suppose. And I had to find all the parts. And I'm carrying spares. Why am I carrying you? Oh, you're pristine and you're pretty, I suppose, is a good enough reason. There's the collecting side of things. But when it comes to zombie horror survival, I'm less certain. At the moment, at the current level of the build, because everything is in flux. I suppose we go from build to build. One build there'll be too many zombies and they'll be too horrific, and another build there won't be enough zombies and they're too easy to deal with, and there's no pleasing or pleasing anyone. But those that were criticising DayZ, I think the ones who bought it, tried it in the very early weeks, gave up with it. I think they're missing a trick, because there's excuse me a second. Because there's they're missing out, because it is in flux, because everything is changing. They were complaining. It was the people from Tech Syndicate doing a gaming show. Warping through walls and things. I see very little of that now. I still see zombies warping through walls. I suppose I've become blind to it. One of those zombies I was killing came up through the floor at me, and that is a bit of a joke, really. That's a bit. What on earth is that? That was a potato standing on its end. Look, potato doing an impersonation of a Xbox One standing up, look. Clever potato. So yeah, the people who tried the game at the beginning decided it was completely rubbish and they wasted their money and felt ripped off. I think some of this, the criticism I've heard from people being ripped off and about the price, I think it's mainly Americans. People saying, "Ooh, being charged," and I think it was $30. I think DayZ standalone alpha was $30 in the United States, which equates to what it was in pounds in English, which is $19.99. That was another East Generous map. And that's roughly equivalent to each other, isn't it? $30 and £19.99. $29.99 and $30. So I think the prices are by the exchange rate equal, but this is where I get, with people talk about the exchange rates between, particularly when it comes to pounds and dollars. Ooh, hello. Yeah. Okie dokie. Right. Early access. Maybe they had a point. I can see right up her skirt, look. And now she just disappears. Yeah. Maybe they've got a point. Doesn't make it unplayable. Does make it a bit of a joke, though. Incy wincy bit. But I do think they're missing a point. They should come back to the game. But when stuff like that happens, you think to yourself, yeah. I sort of become blind to it and just have a giggle when it happens, forgetting that some people, ooh, kitchen knife, need you. Yeah. I've become blind to the errors and the problems. There were many people who couldn't see why I was interested in armour. They would have a go at the game and say, no, this is so glitchy, it's terrible, why are you playing this game? And to be honest, armour is glitchy. Even today, even Armour 3, which is probably the most professional and complete game that they've made, it's still glitchy. You know, you still don't want two vehicles too close to each other when they explode, because they'll bounce and jump up through the air, and you'll see a 60-ton tank fly through the air and bounce. It's still, and the AI, oh my dear God, the AI in Armour 3 is absolutely no better than it was in the old days. So I wanted to play with one of those when it gets to night time. And what happens is you, as a player and lover of the game, you sort of become blind to the mistakes. And you sort of automatically forgive them of their mistakes. Because you love the game, and then you find somebody else who doesn't like the game and sees something like that zombie bouncing up into the air and goes, this is absolutely ridiculous, and says this is unacceptable. To charge money for a game with bugs like that is unacceptable. And I think we're both right, both the people who love the game and sort of accept these bugs like trees coming through walls. Yeah? There are people who would look at that and say, that is completely unacceptable. And I tell you what, even a lover of the game, by the time it's finished, that is unacceptable. To have a tree slowly drifting in and out, clipping through that wall. I mean, I accept the fact that it isn't anywhere near done, but when the game is done, I hope they're going to go through every single inch of this map with a fine-tooth comb and sort out all of the crossover glitches. You know, the rooms with grass curling in through the floor. All of that stuff. But there are people who are, I don't know, they say you're charging me money for this game, so they have an expectation that the game is more complete than it is. I don't know, it's confusing. I am conflicted. I sort of understand what they're saying, and I also... But I love this game. I love DayZ. So... It's even slightly painful to me to be critical of it, which... Now that's no good either, because then I'm being a fanboy. And fanboys are no good to a game. All they do is sing or of anything, you know. But I am willing to accept fruit sticking through walls. And like just run straight past it. Oh, there's a piece of fruit sticking through a wall. Where else do you expect the piece of fruit to be sticking? You know. And there are other people who'll look at that and say that's just completely unacceptable. That you can have a piece of fruit sticking through the wall. There used to be a zombie or two around here. Now, let's drop that. Am I going to do the little hand animation? I think that's so cute. I am, of course, locked into this. If a zombie turns up now, I am lunch. Also, don't know how much you have to eat when you do it that way. So, I think we're going to love you and leave you for a first little video. I've managed, of the things I intended to set out to do, I found a knife. Whee! And that's basically what I wanted. I wanted a knife. And I found some matches as well, didn't I? I found matches. Yes, matches. Yay, we have matches. Picked up a few other little bits and bobs. Shot a few zombies. Had a little bit of a moan. Then maybe a little bit of clarification. So, I think we will wrap it up there. Thank you very much for watching. Hope you enjoyed the video. I will talk to you lovely ladies and gentlemen later. Bye-bye.